Good evening. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Happy new month. It is December 1st. It is just a little after 7:30 p.m. Actually, you know what? Let me grab I should have brought my water over here. Let me actually grab my water. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Sorry about that. If you just coming in, I just had to run and get my water real quick. Let me know where you guys are watching from. It is Sunday, December 1st. Oh, Amaya, you passed. Congratulations. If y'all hear that pouring sound, that's just me pouring my water into my water bottle. This thing keeps the water so cold. Listen, y'all. If you don't know already, I love me some bling. So but anyway, this water bottle is so cute, y'all. I've had it for a couple of years. Yeah, maybe about a couple of years now. When I tell y'all this thing keep water cold so long, oh my goodness, this is such a good water bottle. But I literally just got in the house. I was out all day. Literally just got in the house. I said I need to go live because I told you guys I was going to go live again today. Um, and I have something to do this evening. So I said, let me go live now. So let's see what you guys are saying in these comments. Let's see where you're watching from. Makisha's watching from Tyler, Texas. Oh, you just got the refresh course. Okay, Makisha, I'm glad you got it. I hope I'm pretty sure it's going to be helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions while you're going through. And that goes for anybody who happens to have my refresher course. If you have any issues, just do me a favor and just email me. And if you have any questions about anything, LaShu, is that LaShu watching from Delaware? Helen is watching from Delaware. Aaron from California. Hey guys, Amaya from Texas. Oh, thank you so much, Makisha. It's a wig. It's a new wig, girl. Thank you. Y'all know I love my wigs, y'all. I'm gonna wear my hair. I'm gonna get my hair done soon. I cut my hair. Some of y'all know I cut my hair a few months ago, earlier this year actually, and I'll wear that out soon. But it's cold. I gotta keep this head covered. You're welcome, Amaya. The Kia from I hope I'm saying it right. Is the Kia? Okay, nice to meet you, LaShu. Oh no. Okay. I misread it. I thought she said hi. I'm LaShu. Okay, I misread that. But it's nice to meet you. If this is your first time, it's nice to meet for anybody that's joining for the first time. Let me know. This your first time joining. Just say first time. Just put in the chat first time. Whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or over here on Instagram. Thank you so much, Sunshine. I'm over here on Instagram. Alexa from Miami. Okay, Bianca from Imperial, California, Chicago, Pretty Mona, New York, G Rodriguez. Okay, guys. Okay. So, Los Angeles. Okay, I'm missing some of these comments above. Anna C said, congratulations, Amaya. Houston. Oh, wow. I didn't notice all these comments was on here on Instagram. I'm sorry, y'all. Fort Wayne, Indiana. 26 degrees. Sheesh. So, wow. Let me see what is it here in DC? We had some flurries. Okay, it's 35 degrees here. And we had some flurries out in Maryland. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let me put this comment in the chat. Guys, we're going to do some medical assistant refresher just like we did yesterday. I'm going to actually pull up my screen again, and we're going to go through some information again, just like we did last night. Well, yeah, was it last night? Yesterday? I can't remember what time it was. Yesterday. So I'm going to put the link in the chat for my MA refresher course. It is still only $9.99 for 45 days access. So anybody that's preparing to take your certification, or if you just need a refresher, this is for you, but it's only $9.99 until tomorrow night, Monday night at 11:59 p.m., guys. So that's when the Black Friday / Cyber Monday sale is going to end. Okay, so let me pin this comment in the chat, and we're going to get ready to get started. Yes, I was having issues yesterday, Claudia. You're right. Yes. First time. Okay, I see you guys are saying it's your first time. Okay, well, for those of you that's joining for the first time, thank you for joining on this channel. If you don't know, I help people pass their certifications. And when I say certifications, I mean all of them: CCMA, RMA, CMA, AAMA, CMAA, all of them, because all of the tests, they ask the same type of question. So everybody always asks, is this helpful for this test, for that test? Yes, all of them ask the same type of questions. So what I want to do, I'm going to share my screen. Let me first look at the comments one more time just to see if I see any more questions. Oh, Aaron says, I've been taking your refresher course all afternoon. Okay, Aaron, let me know how you liking it, Aaron. Thank you. Thank you for getting it. She said first time. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any offer any advice for someone taking an AMC. So it's same thing. So if you go to my channel, if you look at playlists, if you're asking about study tips, if you look on my channel, my homepage, you'll see the playlist. You'll see study tips. So if you're asking about like study tips for the exam, I go over all of that in those videos in that playlist. I even talk about testing anxiety for those of you who have testing anxiety. So that's what you mean. Yes, I have a bunch of those. Amaya says, I'm surprised your glasses aren't bedazzled. I actually do have bedazzled glasses too, Amaya. When we renew, will we have to, let me put that up here. When we renew, will we have to retake the test? No. So this is a good question. So those of you that is about to get certified, you do not have to take the test again. Once you take it one time, that's it. You only have to take it again if you let it expire. And even if it expires, they even give you a grace period. Like they'll let you know, listen, you got to retake. They'll give you a grace period until you have to end up taking it again. So no, as long as you do your CEUs, meaning you're getting your continuing education, and you renew in a couple of years, 3 years or 5 years, depending on which certification you have, you are fine. You don't have to take the test ever again. I like to do the refresher, but can you honor the price on the 7th? So it's going to end. So what's today? So that's going to be, it's going to end actually tomorrow at 11:59. So the refresher will still be available. It's just that it's going to expire literally at 11:59. But it's still going to be available, but it's $27 for 3 months. So that's what it normally is, $27 for 3 months. And for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I just decided to just do 45 days for $9.99. But it's going to go back. It's going to expire. That one is going to expire on tomorrow, but then you'll still be able to get the 3-month access or the 6-month access. Tips on finding decent pay. So I don't know if I did a video on that. I spoke at a medical assistant conference earlier this year, and I gave some tips on finding that. Well, first of all, of course, getting certified, stocking your credentials as much as you can. Getting your medical assistant certification. If you can get phlebotomy, anything you can stock on top. That's one of the ways. And then doing some research. Honestly, you can use a recruiter, so you guys can search for medical assistant recruiting agencies in your area. You can let them know how much you want to get paid, how much you desire to get paid. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be able to do that, but they get paid to find you a job. So they're going to be really, doing what they can to try to find you what you want. So again, stocking your credentials, trying to contact a medical assistant recruiter, and then you're going to have to kind of be open to different specialties and going into different areas. Because let's say I'll use my area for an example, right? I live in a DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. That's this area. It's called DMV, right outside of each other. And you may say, okay, I live in DC, but then there's this job that's paying me what I want, maybe about 30 minutes away, 30, 45 minutes away. So I just say that to say that sometimes you may have to go out a little bit further to get what you want. Sometimes you may have to reach out to some private offices. Not to say that all private offices pay well, because that's not the case, because there are some who can't necessarily afford to pay you what a bigger company is making, is able to pay you. But at the same time, there are some private offices that's paying way more than a big company. So it's really about doing some research, to be honest. And yes, medical assistants, we do tend to be generally underpaid. And I mentioned this before, just like I think about teachers. Ever since I was a kid, I've heard them talk about how underpaid teachers are. And now being in this field, I get it. I'm like, wow, so are we. So are nurses. Like, nurses are underpaid. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So I just say that to say that just try to make yourself as marketable as possible. Stock your credentials, do some research, use a recruiter, be open to new areas. Be open to new areas, be open to, different specialties and things like that. All right, so let me share my screen. Let me look on Instagram really quickly. Is it 30 CEUs for NHA? So for NHA, you need 10. You need 10. The one that need 30, I want to say that may be the RMA, but NHA, you need 10. Yeah, you need 10. All right, guys. So let's do some refresher. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. And let me see which hopefully I'm sharing. Okay, here we go. Is this the right screen? Let's see. Okay, this is the right screen right here. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I'm going to show you. So what we're looking at, this is my MA refresher course, but I want to go through a lesson with you guys. We're going to go through a quiz together. So let's see. Let me click on I think I clicked on this yesterday too. But I want to go through some questions. Not that we're not going to go through a lesson, but I do want to go through some questions together. Okay. So let me know if you guys can see this really good. If I need to make it bigger, I will. Let me bring myself here. And actually, let me hide this banner and put this other banner back up. So let me know if you guys can see that really good. And if you can, answer the question for me. Answer the question for me. Who of the following cannot give informed consent? Who of the following cannot give informed consent? Let me see. I'm looking at it on my phone to see how big it is. Okay, let me see if I can make it. Somebody said bigger. Let me see how I can. Let me see. Let's see. Oops. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to click something. Okay. Can y'all see that? Who of the following cannot give informed consent? An adult under the influence of drugs, emancipated minor, parents giving consent for a minor child, or a minor who is legally married? Somebody said adult under the influence. Okay, I'm going to choose what y'all tell me to choose. All right, let's see if that's correct. Yep, that's correct. So when it comes to informed consent, first of all, let's talk about what informed consent is. Informed consent is when the patient is signing a consent form acknowledging that they understand the risk and benefits of the procedure. They're also signing that they understand that there are other alternatives. Now, speaking of alternatives, that is part of a question that you may see, because it'll say something like, what is something that is outside of the scope of a medical assistant? And one of those options will be given alternative options to the patient. That is a form of treating the patient, and we cannot do that as medical assistants, so we can rule that out. But anyway, informed consent, they're signing that they understand the benefits, the risks, also that there are alternative procedures, and that they don't even have to get the procedure at all. Emancipated minor, they can sign for themselves. A parent giving consent for a minor child can, and a minor who is legally married. Okay. Let's go to another one. Which of the following is not a covered entity? Insurance plan, employer, healthcare worker, or clearinghouses? Which of the following is not a covered entity? Let me see how y'all doing over there on Instagram. Miss Sarah said your practice exam videos for the season are very helpful. I take my exam on December 23rd, and I would say that my anxiety level right now is on a roller. Okay, I get it. It is definitely it is not uncommon to be nervous like that, but I'm glad that the practice exam videos are helping you. Look at at my playlist on YouTube. There's a study tips playlist, and there's a video for testing anxiety specifically. Okay, so I want you to check that video out because I addressed that in that video. So if you, I'm sorry, I made it as big as I can with being able to still see it. If I make it any bigger, we won't be able to see the whole question. Okay, let's see if anybody put anything. Let's see. So covered entity. Nobody answered it. I don't think I see an answer for this one. Okay. So let's see. Insurance plan. Why did I choose? Why did I choose freaking insurance plan? It's employer. Yes, Aaron. Why did I hit insurance plan? I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I did not mean to choose that. I look right at it. I look right at employer and then insurance plan and hit that. But anyway, prime example of how it looks when you get something incorrect. Why did I choose that? But anyway, covered entities are entities that are required to adhere to HIPAA's guidelines. So we are required to keep patients' information private. Why would I choose insurance plan? Because we're insurance plans or third-party payers, healthcare workers, and clearinghouses are considered covered entities. That was so dumb. Okay. All right. Which of the following is a legal document naming a healthcare agent or proxy to make medical decisions for patients if they become incapacitated or unable to communicate? So the patient is unable to communicate and incapacitated. Is it going to be the do not resuscitate order, durable power of attorney for healthcare, a living will, or medical orders for life-sustaining treatment? I'm going to go back up to the question. It's a legal document naming a healthcare agent or proxy to make medical decisions for a patient if they become incapacitated or unable to communicate. Okay, I'm going to just go through it kind of quickly. And I'm not going to go through all of this, y'all. I just want to go through some of it. So we're not going to go through all of the questions on here. I don't see any answers in the chat. Okay, I see somebody. Somebody said durable power of attorney. Correct. So durable power of attorney. What in the world? So do not resuscitate order, durable power of attorney, medical orders for life-sustaining treatment, they're all within the living will. And that is correct. That's the legal document naming a healthcare agent or proxy, naming that person to make medical decisions for patients if they become incapacitated or unable to communicate. All righty. Sorry about that, y'all. This literally... which of the following is a failure to use reasonable care in fulfilling the duty? Is it duty of care, dereliction of duty, direct cause, or damages? Congratulations, All About Sheds. Yes, Helen on YouTube as well. Yep, you guys were correct. That was dual power of attorney, and I look right at it and still hit living will again. That's how y'all can tell I'm tired. Failing my own test that I created. Dereliction of duty. Okay, so we're going to go, and this is what I'm clicking on. Dereliction of duty. Let me choose what I'm. Okay, dereliction of duty. Let's see. Yep, that is correct. Um, the duty of care, that refers to the provider, that refers to them having to prove that the provider had a duty to provide care. Direct cause, meaning they have to prove that the patient's damages, that the doctor's or the provider's negligence was the direct cause for the damages of the patient. And then damages is like compensation. All right. Which of the following allows patients to know of all treatment options available? Is it the Bill of Rights, HIPAA, Affordable Care Act, or OSHA? Which of the following allows patients to know of all treatment options available? Patient Bill of Rights, HIPAA, Affordable Care Act, or OSHA? Let me see what they doing over here on Instagram. Are y'all answering too? Oh, Instagram, they just tuning in. They not answering. That's fine. Okay, I'm seeing some answers. A, Bill of Rights. Okay, that's correct. All right. Which of the following laws is an employer violating if they fail to provide PP? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Was it anything I wanted to talk about on that one? Oh, okay, no. Which of the following laws is an employer violating if they fail to provide PPE to its employees? The Controlled Substances Act, CLEA, OSHA, or High Tech Act? Which would they be violating if they fail to provide PPE? Okay, I see y'all already answering. That is correct. Y'all know y'all stuff. All right, I'm gonna do just a few more, y'all. Which of the following is mandatory for a healthcare provider to report? Choose all that apply. Now, this right here was a tricky one. I'll be honest. Hopefully, y'all don't. Hopefully, well, there wouldn't be a question where you have to choose multiple. I don't think. I don't think there's questions where you have to choose multiple. But this one was a little tricky because even when I was creating this study guide, I had to go by what the certification exam says. So it may be a little bit different now, and maybe it'll be updated. But the certification, I had to go by what they say on the test versus what I knew to be true from working in the field. Okay, so somebody says C and D, A, B, C, D. Any other ones? Do we need to report any other ones? Anybody else got anything else we need to add? Any other ones we need to report? Any other? Let me look on Instagram. Let's see. So I see somebody says C and D. Any other ones? Y'all think? Okay, somebody said teenager with TB. Let's check that one and see. Okay, any other ones you guys think? Okay, I don't see any other ones coming up. So let's just see. Okay, so y'all said C, D, and E. All right, let's see. Let's hit check and see if we got them all right or we missed any. Okay, y'all are on it. Okay, y'all are on it. Y'all said C, D, and E. All righty. All right, do a couple more. Using a CPT code to increase reimbursement will be an example of what? Negligence, fraud, assault, or battery. What is that an example of? Using a CPT code to increase reimbursement will be an example of what? Pocahontas Bree said all of them. And let me pull up this other thing too while y'all are answering that, because I'm gonna go over. I kind of touched on it a little bit, but I did say last night that I was going to come back to it, so I am going to go over this as well. All right, let's see. Y'all are saying fraud. Fraud, you say? Somebody said battery. I see more people saying fraud, so let's go with fraud. And let's see. Yep. All right. So negligence, guys, you know that is a failure to perform, or that is negligence can be intentional or unintentional. So it could be a failure to perform. It can result in patient harm. So basically, providers, or just not even just a provider, but we can be negligent, right? And it results in a patient being harmed, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Assault is physically harming the patient, and battery, sometimes people get a little mixed up on that one. Battery simply is the touching a person without permission. Even though battery does include, we know the law, battery can include like actually physically hurting. When it comes to certification, it just means simply touching a patient without their permission, because the way they'll ask you is they'll say, you begin to check a patient's vital signs without their permission. What could you be charged with? And it's battery, because you're touching them without their permission. All right. Let's see. Let's do a couple more. Which of the following is an example of PHI? Protected health information. Which of the following example? I only did 3 for that. I didn't do 4 options. The name of the patient's provider, patient's diagnoses code for billing, or the patient's address. Protected health information. Let's see. Let me see if I see anything coming up. Any comments coming up yet? Okay, somebody said B. Okay, y'all are saying B. Okay, patient's address. Somebody said, I see more. Okay, let me give it a couple more seconds so I can see. I'm going to choose the one that I see the most of, because somebody said B, somebody said C. I'm seeing B and C. I'm seeing both B and C. Let me look and see if anybody from Facebook is commenting anything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 say B. Oh no, that's from a previous question. All right, so let's go with B. I'm just choosing what I see the majority chose. So the key in B, y'all, is the patient's diagnosis code for billing. That's not protected health information, because it's for billing. Okay. Protected health information is referring to, patient's diagnosis will be considered something that needs to be kept confidential, but this is not an example of PHI when it comes to billing, because the patient has already, when the patient becomes a patient and they're signing the assignment of benefits, they're signing the notice of privacy practice, and the notice of privacy practice is actually what they're signing, that they understand that we use their diagnosis code for billing. So this wouldn't be that, it would be the patient's address. Okay. Because it says code, the diagnosis code for billing. Let's see. What should the assistant do if he or she documents a patient's encounter, in the wrong patient's electronic chart? So it was made in the wrong chart. What should they do? Delete the information, call the Office of Inspector General, report it to the office manager, or do nothing? Somebody asks, is this for CCMA? It does. It does. It is for CCMA as well as for RMA, CMA, and any of the medical assistant certifications that you're taking. It's for all of them. They all ask the same type of questions. So when I created this study guide, I used the testing plans for all of the certifications, and they are literally all the same. They ask the same type of questions. This has happened to me, reported to the office manager. Somebody said office manager. Somebody, okay, so that's what I'm seeing most of. Okay, so let's choose that. Yep, and you are correct. Reported to the office manager. We can rule the other ones out. Somebody did tell me delete information before, but you can't once you insert something in a patient's chart, you can't take it out, electronic chart. But once you let the office manager know, what they'll do is they'll let IT know. IT can remove it. And that's kind of how it is for the company that I work for, PRN. It's an electronic health record. If something like that happens, we have to report it to our manager, of course, and then they will have IT take the information out. You just have to make a new entry. Hint, hint. That's a test question. They'll ask you, what do? You have to make a new entry with the correct information. All right, one more. What should you do if you make a mistake in a patient's paper chart? Use whiteout to cover the mistake, erase the mistake, draw a line through the mistake and initial it, or inform the patient. So it's a paper chart and you made, I'm looking on Instagram now. Sorry, y'all, I didn't realize y'all were putting answers in over here. Somebody said I second guessed myself. I knew it was C. Even if you don't submit, what if you realize the error? That's different. So if you realize, so somebody on Instagram asks, even if you don't submit it, what if you realize the error mid-entry? Yes, you can delete that and you're not really deleting it, you're more so backspacing it because you haven't submitted yet. So if you're in the middle of entering and you realize you made a mistake, yes, that's completely fine to backspace and put the correct information in, because that happens. You just got to catch yourself. This is why you want to, as you're putting information in, you want to look at it. And I'm a stickler for that. When I'm entering information in, I will look several times before I hit submit. So you want to just make sure, Nay. Hi, Nay. Is this Nay, my student, Nay? Is this my student, Nay? Let me know if that's you, Nay. Let's see. All right, so y'all said you're going to draw a line through it and initial it. Yep. I keep saying one more, but this is really one more. This is really the last one. Which of the following requires authorization before being released? Sexually transmitted infection test results for state agencies, documentation of child abuse for Child Protective Services, X-ray results, or stab wound treatment notes for the police department. Which of the following requires authorization before being released? Oh, that's you, Nay. Okay. How did you find me on Instagram? I thought you were only following me on YouTube. My student is stalking me, y'all. She's stalking me. I'm just playing that. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you, girl. Let's see. What did y'all put? Somebody said X-ray results. Somebody said C. D. Wait a minute. Let me see. What is C? Oh, okay. The C is X-ray results. Okay, so I see mostly C. So let me see. Yes, because everything else has to be reported. So you don't need authorization for that. Okay, so this is one of the quizzes that's in my medical law and ethics module. So that's that one. Let's look at just a couple questions from medical terminology and anatomy. Oh, this is a good one. Terminology. Which of the following means after meals? PC, AC, HS, or PO? And Nay, you better know this one. Oh, she said nope, definitely stalking. Got to keep my mind sharp. You get on my nerves, Nay. Okay, I'm saying PC. All right, let's see. I'll see that more than anything. Let's see. Okay, yep. AC is before meals. Okay, PC is after meals. AC is before meals. HS is bedtime. And then PO, of course, is by mouth. Okay, so make sure y'all know your abbreviations. Let's look at one more here. What type of fracture penetrates the skin? Comminuted, simple, displaced, or compound? Okay, comminuted, simple. This type of fracture actually penetrates the skin. And guys, I just want to remind you while y'all are answering that, that this is going to be $9.99 until tomorrow night, Monday night, 11:59. So if you happen to just join and you're wondering what we're doing, we're just doing some medical assisting refresher. We're doing a medical assistant refresher. And I Hey guys, my daggone thing happened. It happened again. Remember yesterday, my internet cut out. The same thing happened again. Sorry about that, y'all. So, am I still on Instagram? So just to let you guys know, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can see me. I'm back, but I'm on my phone now. So I won't say anything else until you guys confirm that you can still see me. Okay, so you can see me. Okay. Thank God that when it goes out on my computer, it's actually still on my phone. But just to let you guys know, okay, good. My computer literally just lost I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh no. Listen, y'all know I'm old. I'm not even showing y'all what I'm trying to show you. I can't even, how do I turn the screen around? I wanted to show you guys this little thing on my computer that's losing. I keep losing internet connection. But anyway, so that last question, that was the fractures. Oh, so everybody that chose compound, you were correct. So compound fractures penetrate the skin. Simple fractures don't. Displaced fractures are when the bones are kind of like they get displaced from each other. And then the first one, comminuted, is when they're shattered. Okay. So in the meantime, let me know if you guys have any questions. Put that in the chat. In the meantime, let me restart my computer and try to get back on this internet because I want to share my screen again. So I'm going to have to end on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to end on Instagram. Dang it, I hate that. Let me restart my computer. In the meantime, let me know, guys, if you have any questions, because I need to, I don't want to stay on my phone. I need to be able to share my screen. So let me just see. I can't believe this happened again. Yeah, I really feel like it's my computer. It's not even really my internet because, oh, now the internet is back. Okay, and it's still on Instagram. Oh, perfect. Okay, I thought it cut off Instagram too. Okay, let me see. Let me refresh my screen. I think I'm back, y'all. I think I'm back. Thank God StreamYard keeps it on, like I can pull it straight up on my phone. Let's see. Enter studio. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm back. Luckily I was able to switch over to my phone and then switch back over to my computer when my internet came back up. Y'all still with me? Let me know. Everybody can see me. You can hear me. Let me know. And let me hurry it up because I don't want this to end up happening again, what happened last night. So let me go ahead and okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. So let's see. Okay, so let's see. So compound, we already talked about that. So yes, compound, comminuted is shattered. Simple is a fracture that doesn't penetrate the skin. Displace are bones that has been basically displaced from from one another. And then compound is a fracture that penetrates the skin. So this is an example of some anatomy that you need to know of. So make sure when it comes to anatomy and terminology, you really need to make sure you are able to, first of all, recognize the structures and functions of that body system, and also be able to recognize diseases, disorders, and even injuries of that system. Okay. And then one other thing I want to show you, let me stop sharing this because I'm not even going to play with it no more because I don't want to lose the entire stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this other thing that I started to touch on last night, but then I stopped. So let's see, share screen here. I'm going to go back to this. So one of the things I also want you guys to know is that, again, there's some administration on here on the exam. So make sure you know those appointment types, because people, I notice a lot of people struggle with these appointment types. So let's talk about these appointment types. So like stream scheduling is also called fixed. Okay. So with stream scheduling, the patient gets the amount of time that depending on what they are coming in for. Okay, so I'm just going to make a note here. The amount of time the patient gets, so like a follow-up depends on actually what they're coming in for. They get a specific time. Okay, this also might be called time specific. Okay, so I'm gonna just put that here, time specific. Okay, so an example of the way you might see that on the test, they may just simply say a patient is scheduled from 9:15 to 9:30. Okay, and y'all might say, well, how do I know that's stream scheduling? Guess what? Because everything else, all the other options, you're gonna be able to rule out. Okay, so this is literally an example of what they'll give you for stream. It'll literally say 9:15 to 9:30, and you're going to say, well, there's no other pieces of information. But guess what? All of them you're going to be able to rule out, because this just means the patient gets 15 minutes. It's not even going to tell you what the patient coming in for. So I wanted to give you guys that. Double booking, booked in the same time slot. So again, when you know all the appointment types, you're going to be able to rule out what's not the answer. Okay. With wave scheduling, this is the ones that people struggle with: wave and modified wave. With wave scheduling, several patients are scheduled at the top of the hour and the rest of the hour is left open. And the patients are seen in the order they arrive. So with wave, you might have several patients scheduled at 9 o'clock. Let's say all 3 patients come in. They're going to see them in the order that the patients sign in. This is why sometimes when you go to the doctor's office, you notice you sign in your appointment time and you notice everybody, you see several other people with the same appointment time and you're like, wait a minute, I'm scheduled at 9 o'clock. That's because sometimes they may be seeing a different provider, or if it's for the same provider, it could be that they're doing the wave, meaning all of you are scheduled at 9, but they're going to see you according to how you come in. The rest of the hour is left open. Why? The rest of the hour is left open to see those patients within that time. It's open to, if the physician needs to do callbacks, if they needs to see any follow-up appointments or walk-in, the rest of that hour is left open. So nobody's scheduled at 9:15, 9:30, right? With modified wave, it's a little different. With wave, we said everybody was scheduled at the top of the hour. With modified wave, the modification to wave, several patients still within that hour, but instead of everybody being at the top of the hour, 2 of them may be scheduled at 9 o'clock. Okay. And the way they'll ask you about that, they'll say 2 patients are scheduled at 9 o'clock. Another patient is scheduled at 9:20. Like 2 patients scheduled at 9 o'clock. And then the rest of the hour is, and no, they'll say 2 patients are scheduled at 9. A third patient is scheduled at 9:20 and the rest of the hour is left open. What type of scheduling is this? That's modified wave. Okay. So again, wave, they're all at the top of the hour. No other patient scheduled within an hour. Modified wave, same thing. The difference is that instead of everybody being at the top of the hour, there may be another one at like 9:15 or 9:20. And it just depends on how long the appointment types are. So if the appointments are 15-minute appointments, they may be scheduled at 9. That third one may be scheduled at 9:15. If they're 20-minute appointments, they may be scheduled at 9:20. Or if they're 30-minute appointments, that third patient may be scheduled at 9:30. Okay. But whatever the case, the rest of the hour is still left open just for those 3 patients. Or it could be 4, depending on how long the appointments are. Open hours, I think this is probably the easiest one, like walk-ins. Actually, let me fix this here. Like walk-ins, okay? Patients come in as they come in, or they're seen by necessity. That's like your emergency room, your walk-in clinics, or your urgent care. Cluster or grouping, the same appointment types are in the same blocks of time. Okay, so the physician may do his well-woman appointments every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday mornings, or from 8 to 12. And then one other thing I wanted to show you as far as the administrative side was your letter styles. Okay. Full block, and this is when it comes to like professional letters, right? Full block is when everything is aligned to the left. Okay. Everything is aligned to the left. That's your full block. Oh, let me look at these comments, make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions. So full block, everything is flush to the left. Okay. And then it's important to note, though, everything is flush to the left, but the paragraphs are not indented. Okay. You know what? I probably should have, let me do semi block right after that, because that might probably make more sense to have that right up under that. Let me do semi block right after that. So a full block, everything is flush to the left, and the first sentences are not indented. Semi block is the same as block. Everything is flush to the left, but every paragraph, every first sentence in the paragraph is indented. Every first word in each paragraph is indented. Okay. With modified block, the only thing that's everything is to the left, right? Your address, meaning the how you address it, the salutation, the body, everything is to the left except the sender's address, the date, and the closing. Okay. So again, full block, everything to the left, paragraph not indented. Semi block, everything to the left except every paragraph is indented. Modified, everything is still to the left, except for the sender's address, the date, and the closing. They are to the right of the center. Okay. Oh, I meant to take that out. I meant to cut that. And then simple letter means that there is no salutation or greeting. It just uses a subject line. So it'll just say re. So let's say it's about an appointment. It'll say re-appointment. Okay. Like Lisa said, please let me know when you will go over the CCMA exam. So that's literally what I'm doing now, Lisa. This is material for all of the exams. Okay, and then your AOB, I touched on this yesterday, but I didn't really go into it because I told you guys I will come back today. Your AOB, assignment of benefits, that is the form that the patient signs to assign their benefits to the provider. Okay, so this is the form that they sign. One way they may ask about assignment of benefits, they may say, what form does the patient sign to assign their benefits to the provider? It may say, what form does the patient sign to allow the provider to bill the insurance, or that will allow the insurance to pay the provider directly. That's assignment of benefits. They're assigning their benefits to the provider. Coordination of benefits is determining which one is primary or secondary. Okay. And if the patient has 3 insurances, tertiary. Okay. So explanation of benefits goes to the patient. Keyword, explanation of benefits goes to the patient, and it explains what was covered, if anything was denied, how much of the deductible was applied, so that's just a breakdown of the visit and everything that was covered. It explains the benefits. So listen with some of these, they're explanatory in their in the name. Assignment of benefits assigns the benefits. Coordination coordinates what's primary and secondary. Explanation of benefits explains the benefits, how the benefits paid out to the provider, what was denied and covered, and all of that, right? The remittance advice is a type of explanation of benefits, but the key word with that is that it goes to the provider. Okay, that goes to the provider. All right, so that's all I'm going to cover tonight. I'm not going to stay on here too long because I don't want to lose service again and then it completely misses everything. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll take just a few minutes to answer any questions. I do want to remind you guys just one more time. I'm going to keep reminding y'all because I know somebody going to say it. Tuesday going to come and they're going to be like, I didn't know about your study guide being only $9.99. I'll be like, this is why I said it so many times, because I did not want y'all to miss out. Okay. But I just want to remind you guys, it's only $9.99, only until tomorrow night. Congratulations. Is that Ray Unique? I hope I'm saying your name right. Congratulations. Okay. I don't see any questions on here, but I'll give it a couple more seconds just in case somebody might be typing one. Let's see. Nay, are you still here? So Lisa, this information that I'm going over, this is for all of the certifications. And the reason why I say so, that comment that's pinned, you should see a pinned comment on your screen. Let me know if you don't see it, but that's the link to my MA refresher course. It is a study guide for medical assistant certification. So let me know if you have any issues accessing it. Just came in. What is $9.99? Oh, my study guide. It's an MA refresher course, Ames. It prepares you for certification, or if you are already a medical assistant, maybe you've been in the field for a long time and you just need a refresher, it's for that too. I've had people buy it who are already certified and they were like, I just need a refresher. Also, I've had people buy one for someone else. So you can also gift one to someone as well. So if you know somebody that may need it and they may not have $10 or whatever, you can get it for them. I didn't even know that was a thing until I seen people doing it. Like I saw a few orders on the thing and it was like gifted because it was like a person. What made me realize was that I noticed the person enrolled was different from the person that signed up. And what happened is they bought it as a gift. So I guess at checkout, it gives you that option to buy it as a gift. Do you have lessons on phlebotomy? Yes. So my phlebotomy lesson is, let me see. My phlebotomy lesson is module 8. Okay, so my phlebotomy lesson is module 8. And what I go over in that lesson, of course, the order draw, the additives that's in it. Matter of fact, let me see if I can kind of show you guys just a little preview of that. This is some of it right here. I think I clicked on it for you guys yesterday.
The drawer, or even the 5 times bread top.
Sorry, let me mute that. I go over some of the steps too for preparation and all of that. I talk about the angles and all of that. How to prepare your stuff that you need, how to use the butterfly and all of that good stuff. Let's see what else I talk about there. Your inversions, how many times to invert the tubes and all of that. Yeah. But yeah, I do go over phlebotomy. It's just one module though, one module. AIM said, how do you get it? So it's on YouTube. It's pinned on YouTube, AIM. So you should see, you're commenting in the live chat. So right inside the live chat, you'll see MA refresher course at the top. It may look black. Okay, so she said I see it. Let's see what other questions you guys have. Hi, is it Keistra? Say just tuning in. Hello. Yes, I'm returning back to medical assistant after many years. Oh, wow, Ames. Okay, how many years have you been a medical assistant? And how many, like, are you saying you've been a medical assistant for many years and you were done for a while? You were out of the field for a little while. Let me know, like, how long you've been a medical assistant and how long you were away. Purpose is, let me put this on the screen. Purpose is, I watch many of your CMA, but this is my first time catching you live. How often are you live so I can study MA material with you? So Purpose, I'm going to go live again tomorrow, just so I can make sure I don't miss anybody with this sale that I'm having. Because what happens is every time I do something, I do a study session, because sometimes I do virtual group study sessions. Every time I do something, there's always somebody says, I didn't know, I didn't see it. So I'm just literally going live the last couple of days and then tomorrow. And then I don't know yet when I'll go live again, but it'll be soon. I don't have a schedule. The only time I had a schedule was for the month of October. I went live every single day. I went live every single day. But other than that, let me see. Let me think of a day next week that I maybe can commit to. I'm definitely going to go live tomorrow, Purpose, and do some more of this. Now, what time I'm going to go live tomorrow? I'm going to go live at, I have a meeting at 11. So I'll go live at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. So I usually don't have a schedule, guys, but I'm going to shoot for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you can't join live, it's okay, because there's always going to be a replay. But I'll go live tomorrow. And then as far as in the evening times, that's when I usually go live. But I'll let you know. Purpose, if you're subscribed and have your notifications on, you'll see it when I schedule the live, and then also when I'm actually live. Aaron says, I just bought it today and I love it. I'm so glad to hear that, Aaron. And as you can see from this video, like I'm going over lessons. Like I'm literally teaching you guys. I created these slides myself. I used the testing plans from all of the certifications and made sure I'm going over every single thing that is on these tests. Okay, so it took me months to make this. I'm just telling you guys, it literally took me months to create this study guide, because I had to go through the testing plans and then I had to create lessons from them. And then I created the quizzes after each lesson and then the practice test. So I did everything myself. And my goal is to help people pass certification. So if you've passed an exam just from watching my YouTube videos, just imagine everything that I put in my course. It's even more. Like I give so much information, and I try to teach in a way. First of all, I talk too much. Second of all, I try to just teach in a simple way that I would understand. So everybody that has taken my course has said that it has been very helpful. Does that refresher last forever? Or is it yes, for access for a limited time? Yes, it's only available while so the purpose is to help you prepare for certification. So yeah, it's not a lifetime access. Will I do something like that in the future? Maybe. I might do something like that in the future where it's just lifetime access, but no. So the normal access is 3 months or 6 months. And most people buy the 3 month access. I've had a few people buy the 6 month access, but for the most part, everybody gets the 3 months. Um, um, and it's the purpose is just to help you pass certification. So no, it's not lifetime. But I'm thinking of creating something that will be lifetime access. But I'm not going to announce it or speak on it just yet until I really like confirm it and I know, okay, this is something I can provide. That you actually will need for a lifetime. Um, would it? Oh, she said, would it prepare you? So no, for the phlebotomy exam, honestly, no. Only the phlebotomy module. Everything else, the only modules in. Oh, you know what? So no, I would say no, not really. But I do know the phlebotomy exam includes like terminology and stuff like that. So I believe so. I go over that stuff, but really, your phlebotomy exam is it goes deeper into phlebotomy than we do in the medical assistant course and the medical assistant exam. So my phlebotomy module will help with the exam, but the whole course itself. And correct me if I'm wrong, Claudia. I used to teach phlebotomy years ago, so I can't remember exactly everything that's in the course. But correct me if I'm wrong. Phlebotomy, your course involves EKG too, right? You guys touch on EKG and like urinalysis and all of that stuff, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So I do go over that. I go over urinalysis and other type of labs and stuff like that. Oh, you've been on the field for 10 years. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So this is exactly, yes, this is perfect for somebody like yourself. Way easier to progress through than any other. Listen, okay, Ern, this is oh my goodness. I'm so happy to hear that she said it's way easier to progress through than any other exam prep and refresher courses out there. I'm so glad to hear this, Ern. Thank you so much for sharing this. Thank you. I need to figure out how to get a review page on that course. Starting class in December. How can this be a career as well? Can you further education? Yeah, so it depends on what you want to do. There's a few different things you can do. You can use it as a, if you want to go beyond. I sound like you're saying you want to go beyond medical assistant. Yeah, you definitely can. You can go into nursing, or if you want to, you know, um, become a manager one day, you can do that depending on where you are. Most likely, maybe a private office, because if you're trying to be a manager in a bigger company, they want you to have a degree. So it just kind of depends on what you want to do. But yeah, you absolutely can further your education. Is this good for someone? Let me see. Where's that at? That's about to be done with online school. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yes, definitely. You just finished school online. Definitely. The majority, I'm not going to say the majority, but a big chunk of the people who had my course was online school. So I actually work with the school and they are hybrid, and they actually bought a bunch of access codes to my course and enrolled their students in it. And a lot of them are really benefiting from it because they get their instruction online. So they're pretty much, learning on their own. And so that's kind of a challenge to some people. So I definitely think you can benefit from, especially since it's only 10. This is exactly why I'm doing this sale right now. So that way you don't really feel like you're losing anything. It's just $9.99. So that way I wanted to make it as cheap as possible, but it's still an investment, a little investment, but it's still very cheap. And I wanted to do that because what I realized is that because somebody asked me, why don't you do that for free? And I was like, I'm on YouTube literally for free. I'm like, why would I do my course for free? And the thing is, we don't value, like if I was to say, okay, everybody has free access, like it would sit for months. Like if you think about stuff you have access to for months and months, and you might not even do it, but when you know, okay, I gotta pass this, I done invested my money, I gotta do this. So yeah. Yeah, somebody really did ask me that recently. And I was like, I can't do that. It took me months to create this course. I couldn't do it for free. but I will gladly get on YouTube and do, exam review and all of that. I would gladly do that, but this right here, I can't do that. Thank you for that. I'm a recent graduate, so I surely appreciate this. My test is in 2 weeks and all year so informative. I'll watch the video tomorrow to get a okay, perfect purpose. Okay. Very interested in this, going to definitely get it. Okay, this is what, yes. Yes, to the aim. Oh, yes, definitely. And let me know when you pass 2 aims. Claudia wants to specialize in phlebotomy. You can. Yeah. Are you already a medical assistant or are you just doing phlebotomy? CCMA, I believe. What is that? So, yeah. So, CCMA, RMA, CMA, AAMA, the one you're taking. Then there's the AMCA. There's several different medical assistant certifications. If anybody's interested in knowing the difference between those certifications, I have a video where I break down the differences. The biggest difference is a certifying organization. Where can I find these slides to study? My exam is in 9 days. If you click on the link, OPG, the link, you're on YouTube, so you'll see the link at the top of the chat. It'll be in black. It says MA refresher course. It's $9.99 until tomorrow night. I wanted to go into emergency med. How is it for MA? Anybody here in emergency medicine? Someone asked, the wise woman asked, how is it for an MA? I never worked in an emergency department. Someone wants to know how it's, let me come back on Instagram. I'm sorry. Instagram, I done missed out on Instagram. They was asking questions over here. I'm sorry, y'all. One-on-one. Okay, so yeah, you can click the link in my bio for that. Alrighty. Anybody that has worked in the emergency room as an MA, put that in the chat. The wise woman wants to know how is it as an MA. I would definitely purchase. I've been all over YouTube. Oh yeah, I signed up. Okay, got you almost done. Okay, yeah. Okay. 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 So you are an MA. Okay, perfect. Okay, you're getting ready to take your CSMA, but you want to focus on phlebotomy. Yeah. So because you can definitely take the phlebotomy exam, and then what you can do, you can actually go on NHA. They have phlebotomy. They have study materials for phlebotomy. You can maybe get that too. And I would do it right away. I would do it right after you do your CCMA while the information is still fresh. Yeah, stock those credentials. Listen, somebody asked about getting paid more. Add in more credentials. That'll help a lot. I believe if you're a medical assistant, you work as an emergency room tech and are able to do things like blood pressure, maybe phlebotomy. Yeah, I had a friend years ago who was a medical assistant who was working in an emergency room, and it was a lot. She was doing a lot, but I can't even speak from experience though, because I've never done it. But I do know depending on the hospital, they may, and even like urgent cares, maybe if you want to do urgent care, you can look into some medical assistant positions in urgent care. I'm a patient access rep and decided to do online self-paced. Oh, I love it. Okay. She said, I love this side. I love it, Melody. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to go because I told y'all when I went live, I had literally just walked in the house. I didn't even plan to be on here this long. I end up losing service. The computer cut out for a little bit. So I ended up going a little bit longer than what I wanted to, but I did not mean to be on here. My goal was to be on here like 30 minutes, and that's it. It's an hour now. I appreciate you guys for hanging in there. If you haven't already, do me a favor. If this video or if any of my videos are helpful to you, go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'll be doing more videos soon. I know I haven't been really doing much videos lately, but now that I'm on this break, my students, my class just ended. I don't get a new class till January. I'm going to try to do some videos this month. I'm going to try to do some videos this month. I got in my notes the videos I need to do. I'm going to go live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, and I'll do the same thing I did today, which was going through some questions, and I will just be, of course, reiterating that this course is going to go back This course is going to just be the original price as of Tuesday. You're welcome, Claudia. Okay, Claudia said I'll be on here. Diane says thank you. Hit the like button. Thank you, Diane. Yes, you're welcome. You guys are so welcome. You're welcome, Melody. I purchased the NHA course. Let me put this on the screen so I can really see it. So I purchased the NHA course and took the exams and did everything on it. Have I been doing some practice quizzes and practice stuff? Is this the best way to pass, or is there another way? So are you saying, is that what you're doing? It sounds like it sounds like you're really doing what you need to do. It sounds like you are submerging yourself in the material. So it sounds like it. Don't get overwhelmed though, because you study so much. What you can do right now, OPG, is just download the test plan. Just go to Google and look up CCMA test plan and just use it as a checklist. Just go over it. Everything you know, highlight it or put a check mark. Everything you don't know, go find out. Go learn it. Okay. So it sounds like you're doing what you know, everything you can do. You get a wide range of office business and urgent care. Yeah, and experience so much like sutures, EKG. Yes, you are right. Urgent care. Yeah. I recommend urgent care for somebody that wants to experience, if you want to experience those things like Purpose mentioned, like you're going to be doing sutures, EKG, blood drop, all of that. Like if you're somebody, even if you're brand new to the field, if that's what you want to do, I recommend it. And then listen, if you can work in urgent care, you can work anywhere. So if you start off in urgent care, oh, you won't be good anywhere else. Anywhere else part might be even boring to you because you're going to get so used to that fast-paced urgent care life. Congratulations, Wendy. So everybody that have recently passed, congratulations to all of you guys. Everybody that's about to take your test, good luck to all of you. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I shouted that out because I know probably some people on here that had posted that you passed and I missed it. So I just want to congratulate every single person on here that passed. And everybody, I want to wish you guys good luck. That's going to, and honestly, I don't even really do the good luck. I'm praying for you guys that you are going to pass. Okay. Erin says, I did the same thing, but I'm saving time with Miss K for refreshing, getting the same results. Awesome, Erin. Have you taken your test yet, Erin, or is it coming up? Remind me. You might have told me already, but I can't remember. I can't remember. Diane says lots of point of care testing and urgent care. Yeah, I bet. So guys, let me know if you have any other questions or anything. And then we're going to get ready to end this. Oh, Toledo. Okay. You got a little bit of time. Yours is in February. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So guys, just a reminder, my MA refresher course is $9.99 until Monday. I'm going to go live again tomorrow, go over some of those questions that's inside my course, do a little bit review with you guys. I'm going to hop off. And Tuesday, I don't want nobody coming to me and saying, I missed it. Or, oh man, listen, Monday night, 11:59, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. All right, y'all. I don't see no more questions coming up. Oh, actually, it seemed like it come up faster on the phone than it does on here. So regularly, Talita asks, what's the regular price? So regularly is $27 for 3 months and $80 for 6 months. Oh, one thing too, I want to mention to you guys, I did mention that you can gift it to someone. One thing too, I do want to mention that you can do. So let's say you want the 6-month version and it's $80. You can spread that out. So there's like an option. There's like an afterpay option on the site that you can do. So you could do like let's say it's $80. It might say, okay, they split it up into 4 payments. So they may say, okay, you have to pay 20 today and then, or it may be less than that. It just kind of depends. And they don't check your credit or anything, but it's afterpay. It's one of those afterpay apps. It's not even an app. It's actually like a service because it's so many now. They got Afterpay, Klarna. I use Klarna a lot. Oh my goodness. Well, I used to use it a lot. I don't use it as much as I used to. Because I've been slowing down on the shopping and stuff. But they got Klarna, Afterpay, Sezu, all of that stuff now. So you can break up your payments. So for anybody that maybe want the 6-month version, you can spread your payments out. PayPal does it. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know PayPal does it. I thought PayPal only did it on PayPal credit. Does PayPal, like, don't they check your credit for that or no, Talita? Do they check your credit? Oh, they do. Okay, PayPal check your credit. Okay, gotcha. So the other ones, so PayPal checks your. I thought so. PayPal checks your credit. The other ones, Klarna, Afterpay, they don't check your credit. They do something like you do have to submit, and they'll tell you yes or no, but they don't like you don't get like an inquiry or anything on your credit. Sarah says I work in pain management clinic and it's busy, but I like it and it's my first MA job. However, there are things we don't do what the other clinics are doing. Okay. Yeah, if you busy already, Tara, it's your first job. If you end up going to another, like I could see you, leaving. Like if you wanna something more slow pace, you may get to a point where you like, listen, this is too much. I need this. I need to relax sometimes. I need to be able to relax in between my patients. You may, say, okay, I might need something a little slow pace, but then you might like that fast pace and being somewhere else might be too slow for you. You might get bored, especially starting off like that. Okay, y'all, let me end this. I already said I was about to end this. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, and I'll be doing this same thing again. Y'all have a good night.